The best and brightest local high school teams compete in a tournament of knowledge on this year's hottest game show, Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Samtrans. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Quiz Kids. We're halfway through our Elite 8 competition, and so far Homestead High School and Bentley School have become part of the Final Four. Let's see today which team will join them in that illustrious quartet. Over here we have the Harker Eagles. And in this corner we have the Mission San Jose Peaks. So let's start climbing with the collaboration round. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to our stage. As you recall, in this first round, you'll play as a team. I'll ask you a 10-point question and give you a few seconds to collaborate, and then ask your captain, Anand or Nicole, to give me the correct answer. If you do so, you'll score the points. If not, the other team will be allowed to collaborate and possibly steal those points away. Keep asking the questions till the buzzer signals the end of the first round, okay? Good luck to both teams. Harker, you get the first question. It began as a concept album in 1976 based on the author's reading of a book about the title character subtitled The Woman with the Whip. Rainbow High is sung in which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, whose title Colonel's wife also sings You Must Love Me and Don't Cry for Me, Argentina?
Evita. Evita.
Okay, defer to Spencer.
Evita.
Yes, that's right. Mission San Jose, your first question. She was criticized for being given such a high position when compared to Dan Rather and Walter Cronkite, and her current show finishes last in all major markets. What woman who underwent an on-air colonoscopy and mammogram as co-host of the Today Show left NBC to become the main anchor for the CBS Evening News?
Katie Couric. Katie Couric.
Correct for 10 points. I've been asked to do an on-air colonoscopy to boost our ratings, but since I already did one over the summer, I respectfully say no. He trademarked the term favril from Old French for handmade to apply to his enamel, pottery, and glass. The Stourbridge Glass Company in Queens was led by what maker of stained glass windows and lamps, whose father started a namesake jewelry company?
DuPont.
Sure.
DuPont.
That is incorrect. You can steal.
Tiffany's.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
The little blue box, yes, Tiffany. I wonder if you'll get the answer to this one. A 1963 Tony Award-winning play by Edward Albee refers to this author in its title, the inspiration for which came from him seeing her name written on a bathroom mirror. What Bloomsbury Group member and co-founder of the Hogarth Press wrote the feminist essay A Room of One's Own and the novel To the Lighthouse?
Virginia Woolf.
That's right, for 10 points. A paper by the UCLA Center for Latino Health and Culture notes that this holiday, which has been continuously celebrated in California since 1863, is virtually ignored in Mexico. The Battle of Puebla, which delayed the installation of Maximilian I as emperor, is celebrated by which Mexican holiday occurring on the 5th of May?
Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, indeed. Excellent sifting of clues there. Named for the Dutch state parliament, its first permanent settlement was at Oude Dorp, or Old Town, in 1661, just south of the Narrows. What borough of New York is separated by the Arthur Kill from the mainland of New Jersey and is connected by the Verrazano Narrows Bridge to Brooklyn?
Wait. Dutch.
Which island? Manhattan?
Yeah, Manhattan.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
You can steal.
Staten Island.
Yes.
Staten Island.
Staten Island is right. If a human holds a typed conversation and can't tell if he is talking to a human, then his partner has passed what test for artificial intelligence?
Turing test.
That's right, for 10. What word derived from an Italian city renowned for frozen treats like spumoni describes gelatin salads or ice cream divided into 3 flavors?
Oh, Napolitano. Neapolitan.
That's
Or
right,
Naples.
for 10 points. What author who wrote about Cossack life in Taras Bulba also wrote about Klestikov in The Inspector General and about Chichikov in Dead Souls?
Yeah, so
Solzhenitsyn.
No, I'm sorry. You can steal.
Gogol.
Nikolai Gogol is right. His quick rise through the ranks and fiery attitude earned him his famous sobriquet after the Revolutionary War. What commander of the Legion of the United States negotiated the Treaty of Greenville and defeated Blue Jacket at the 1794 Battle of Fallen Timbers?
Oh, Fallen Timbers. I don't know what it is. No answer.
Don't know. You can steal.
Benedict Arnold. I don't know.
Benedict Arnold.
Mad Anthony Wayne. Well, that's the signals the end of the round. We have 40 for Harker and 50 for Mission San Jose. We'll come back to find out more about Mad Anthony Wayne after these messages. Welcome back. We have our championship coming up in just a couple of weeks. So if you want to come down and join us, you can. All you have to do is give us a call at 650-637-1936. We will send you tickets to that show. Harker Eagles, Captain Anand Natarajan. I always used to kid you guys about all the math Olympiads and science bowls you do, and so you got very excited last time and told me that you'd taken part in a linguistics Olympiad, which examined languages and roots of languages and things like that. And you finally got your results on Wednesday. How'd you do?
Well, I got first place out of all the contestants, which was in the United States and Canada.
So you are the smartest person in North America.
I don't know about that, but
And talking to you earlier, I realized that I passed the Turing test.
Oh.
Because I thought, now, that's very good. Congratulations. I'm sure that will serve you well in whatever endeavors you choose.
Okay.
Spencer Liang, we won't argue because we don't have time, but you wanted to state your claim that the Oscars finally awarded the Best Picture to the right candidate.
Yeah, No Country for Old Men.
Why
definitely
is
the
that?
best. The atmosphere was really compelling and the story was great as well. The other movies were just too boring for me.
Boring for you.
Yeah.
So I asked you a few questions to clarify your position. One, do you usually wear your hair in kind of a bowl cut?
No,
Do you carry a cattle prod?
no.
No, and I can't remember the third question, but that's probably because, oh, I know, do you carry a coin and toss it for?
No.
No. So, just like the movie. Good for you. Frank Wang, you are the captain of the debate team.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's every year, but Harker School hosts a big debate group. They actually are not participating so much as kind of co-hosts and assistants in running this national debate.
Yeah, every year we host a tournament, and it happened a couple weeks ago. So
Uh-huh.
I was volunteering at the debate tournament, and different schools come from all over the country to debate at the debate tournament.
So even though you're helping out, do you pick up tips watching the different events about good ways and bad ways to debate?
Yes, we do, because a lot of we hire very good judges to come over to our tournament too.
So it's a learning experience even though you're actually just sort of supporting it. Well, that's good. Wonderful. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Bradley Stoll. Nicole won. We had a lot of options of what to talk to you about, each of them more interesting than the last. But you have had a lifelong obsession with trolls.
Yes, trolls.
Why trolls?
I remember when I was in second grade, and I used to live in Norway, and they used to tell stories during like I don't know, like rest time. They would always be like stories about trolls. And I think I was like 8, and we went to visit this island in the Troms province in Norway. It's called Senja, and they have like the most massive troll ever. It's at least like 5 stories tall. It was like totally awesome. And in my free time, I like draw trolls. I won a 3rd grade school-wide drawing contest at Ridge Park Elementary School by drawing trolls.
It could go on because I remember friends in college, women friends who would talk about trolls, although it usually had something to do with blind dates. But
Trolls are misrepresented.
They are. I think we give them a bad rap. Well, good. Thank you for defending them. Vicky Huang, You didn't have. We had a different issue today. You planted flowers today for the first time.
Yes.
And you didn't do so well, you said.
Oh dear. Oh yeah. Yeah. After I spent the whole morning digging the hole, and then I finally put the plant in, and then I noticed that I planted it right next to the sprinkler.
Right next to the sprinkler.
Apparently now it's gonna drown.
Well, if unless it's a cactus, yes, it could. You could kill
Oh, dear.
it that way. So you might want to replant
All right.
after the show. Matthew Fong, the last time we spoke, you were hoping you would get onto the tennis team. Your dream has come true.
Yeah, I've made the JV team this year, and our first match we won 8-1.
You went 8-1. How'd you do?
I played ball.
You played your best. You played well. So good for you. You're on the roll. You're getting started. I hope it all turns out to be a great season for you. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Johnny Huang. And would you put your hands together for the man who gives a good meaning to the word troll, our judge, Frank Saboti. We got a lot more play at stake. Let's keep going, so come back after these messages. Let's play the lightning round. All right, quiz kids. In this round, you'll be playing with those buzzers in front of you. I'll ask a 10-point question. The first quiz kid to buzzing gets to answer for his or her team. Give me the right answer, you score the points. The wrong answer will give the other team the opportunity to collaborate and steal those points away from you. If you buzz in before I complete the question, you'll have to answer with the information you've heard, and if you give the wrong answer, I will complete the question for the other team. It is 50-40. Close game. Good luck to both teams. Here's your first question. The namesake of the unit for a mole of photons is what scientist who explained Brownian motion, the photoelectric effect, and yes, well, Anon.
Einstein.
That is right. The Lincoln Brigade fought in what country's Civil War, which included the bombing of 1937 Guernica? And yes, Nicole.
The Spanish Civil War?
I'm looking for
Spain.
Spain, yes, exactly. What man's swimming contest with Brecka the Bronding is mentioned by Unferth at a dinner in Heorot, the Hall of Hrothgar, in an Anglo-Saxon epic? Yes, Vicky.
Beowulf?
Correct. I think Angelina Jolie was the goddess there. Which American NHL team plays its home games in Nationwide Arena and takes its nickname from uniforms worn by the Union Army during the Civil War? Yes, Spencer.
The Blues?
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. You can steal.
Is it St. Louis Blues?
St. Louis
Columbus Blue Jackets.
Columbus Blue Jackets.
That's right. In the northeastern U.S., what word refers to a domed, single-room Native American structure that takes longer to assemble than a teepee? Yes, Vicky.
A wigwam?
Right.
Okay.
Casimir Funk discovered and named what general class of molecules, a deficiency of which can cause pellagra, rickets, beriberi, or scurvy? Nicole.
Vitamin C? Vitamins.
Yes, I can accept that. What playwright of the School for Wives wrote about Yes, Nicole.
Moliere.
Correct. The Harimandir Sahib, or Golden Temple of Amritsar, is yes, Anand.
Sikhism.
That is correct. Pemba Island is owned by which country, where one would also find Serengeti National Park, Zanzibar, the city of Dar es Salaam, and Mount Kilimanjaro? Yes, Nicole.
Ethiopia?
No, I'm sorry. You can steal, gentlemen. You don't have to do that.
Okay. Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Yes, you stole it. What cherry city found north of Eugene succeeded Corvallis as capital in 1855 and is located on the Willamette River in Oregon? Nicole.
Portland.
No. You steal.
Salem.
Okay, Salem.
Salem, right. In 1703, which composer nicknamed Il Prete Rosso? Yes, Anand.
Vivaldi.
Right. What polygon has 20 diagonals, interior angles that total 1,080 degrees, and external angles of Spencer?
Decagon?
Sorry?
Decagon?
No, I'm sorry. And external angles of 45 degrees at each of its 8 vertices.
8 is an octagon.
Yeah, octagon.
That's right. What book relating to the births of Yahya and Isa in the chapter Maryam is memorized by Hufaz Yes, I see that, Anand.
Quran.
Yes, that is right. What president, whose interior secretary was Harold Ickes and who signed the Montevideo Convention, launched the court packing plan and the New Deal? Yes, Spencer.
Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt.
That is right. What author who disappeared in Mexico in 1914 wrote the Civil War story and occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge and the cynical The Devil's Dictionary? Yes, Anand.
Ambrose Bierce.
Right. What collection of 3 suites for horns, oboes, bassoon, and strings was composed for King George's concert on the Thames by, yes, Anand?
Water music.
That's right. What river formed from the confluence of the Karasu and Murat rivers flows through Fallujah? Yes, Nicole.
Euphrates.
Right. Ron Gettelfinger is the current leader of what union, long led by Walter Reuther, that represents workers at Chrysler, Ford, and General Motors? Nicole.
AFL-CIO.
No. You can steal, guys.
Teamsters. I don't know.
Teamsters.
The United Auto Workers. Eponine Thénardier falls in love with Marius Pontmercy in which epic novel centering on escaped convict Jean Valjean? Anand.
Les Miserables.
Right. What nation secured its independence at the 1824 Battle of Ayacucho, nearly 300 years after its conquest by Francisco Pizarro, who founded Lima? Yes, Nicole.
Peru.
Right. At what battle was the Earl of Richmond victorious on August 22nd, 1485, a date that saw the end of the War of the Roses with the death of Richard Yes.
Bosworth Fields.
That is right. That's the end of the round. Let's look at the score, 140 to 150. Still very close. Point values will double, and we'll see what happens when we return. Let's play the Extreme Lightning Round. All right, can Mission San Jose maintain or exceed their 10-point lead? We'll find out as the point values double, the play stays the same. Good luck to both teams. Johann Fust funded which 15th century German inventor who made a new oil-based ink to yes and on?
Gutenberg.
Correct. Arizona and Hawaii are the only 2 states not to use what annual change first implemented? Frank.
Daylight savings time.
Correct. The 2007 album Long Road Out of Eden is by which group whose members Glenn Frey, Joe Walsh, and Don Henley also recorded Hotel California? Spencer.
The Eagles.
That's right. What region in Baden-Württemberg is the location of Feldberg Mountain, the source of the Danube River, and takes its name from its dark-colored trees? Nicole.
The Black Forest.
Right. A Chinese dance of 1,000 hands, insane Indian traffic flow, a sneezing panda, and a PS3 versus Wii parody ad are popular videos on Yes and Nicole.
YouTube.
Right. What author who adapted Kenneth Graham's The Wind in the Willows as Toad of Toad Hall is better known for creating Eeyore and yes, Vicky?
Milne.
Right. What French artist who painted his wife in The Green Line and whose blue nude was burned at the Armory show painted The Dance and led the Fauvists? Yes, Nicole.
Matisse.
Correct. Emmanuel Filiberto of Savoy recently apologized for seeking compensation for his family being exiled from the country where his family once ruled. What European nation also saw the January 2008 collapse of a multi-party coalition led by Romano Prodi? Yes, Anand.
Italy.
Right. Multiplying a particle's kinetic energy by twice its mass equals the square of which quantity? Yes, Anand.
Velocity.
No. Equals the square of which quantity equal to its mass times its velocity and symbolized P?
Power?
No.
Wait.
Power.
Momentum.
Momentum.
The Reverend T. Lawrence Shannon takes a tour group of church women to a cheap motel in Mexico in what Tennessee Williams play named for a lizard? The Night of the Iguana. What conflict saw the death of Count Tilly, Albrecht von Wallenstein, and Sweden's King Gustavus Adolphus, and was ended with the peace? Yes, Spencer.
Austerlitz.
No, it was ended with the Peace of Westphalia.
War of Swedish Succession? War of Swedish Succession.
The 30 Years' War. The Hengduan Shan Mountains separate China from what other nation whose primary river is the Irrawaddy and whose former capital is Rangoon? Yes, Spencer.
Burma.
Yes. What private Christian liberal arts university in Central Virginia was founded in 1971 as Lynchburg Baptist College by the Reverend Jerry Falwell? Liberty University. In 2006, the WHO reaffirmed that the thimerosal in which kinds of medicine associated with Edward Jenner and Jonas Salk? Yes.
Smallpox vaccines or vaccines.
Yes, vaccines. What author who wrote about a sculptor named Kenyon and an Italian named Donatello in the Marble Faun? Also, yes, Nicole.
Hawthorne.
Right.
Yes.
Who resigned as Woodrow Wilson's Secretary of State after the sinking of the Lusitania, 2 decades after delivering his Cross of Gold, Anand?
William Jennings Bryan.
Right. Federico Garcia Lorca wrote a lament for the death of, and Ernest Hemingway wrote Death in the Afternoon about what Spanish combatants of animals? Anand.
Matadores.
Yes, matadors, bullfighters. We have a minute to go. Vitamin C is needed to synthesize which structural protein, the most common in the human body, that is found Anand?
Collagen.
Yes. What city served by El Dorado Airport is the headquarters of Avianca, lies nearly 8,700 feet above sea level in the Andes, and is Colombia's capital? Anand. That's right. What French scholar who identified the importance of the Turin-King list founded the field of Egyptology after deciphering...
Champollion.
Yes. In the Blithedale romance, Nathaniel Hawthorne fictionalized what utopian experiment? Yes.
Brook Farm.
Right. Who used Heisenberg's matrix theory to derive the hydrogen spectrum, postulated the neutrino, and developed a namesake exclusion principle? Yes, Spencer.
Pauli.
Yes. Which African country's December 2007 election saw the ODM and PNU candidates struggle to gain power in Nairobi? Yes, Nicole.
Kenya.
Right. The end of the game. Let's look at the score. I cannot see it. 290 here with 380. Harker wins the game. He's on to the Final Four. Thank you, guys. You played magnificently. Good luck to you the rest of the year. And we will see you next week for the last in our Elite Eight matches. Join us. Bye-bye.
The following underwriters helped to make this program possible: AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Samtrans. Tournament champions will win an all-expense-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS. Additional support is provided by the following Bay Area newspapers: the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, the Knights Templar, and National Academic Quiz Tournaments.